In today's class, we are going to discuss mathematics of your class 9th, and you know it very well that your running chapter is chapter number 6, lines and angles. From in this chapter, from your NCERT book, we will discuss all the things. All the things means all the concept, all the exercise questions, all the examples. It means that you are now capable to handle the lines and angles chapter and question related to this. But some questions in your next preferred book, and name of that book is NCERT Exemplar. Some questions are there that is very good questions. So now in today's class we are going to discuss that questions here. Okay, so this is the first question I am going to take from NCERT Exemplar book. Okay, question is AP and BQ are the bisectors of the two alternate interior angles formed by the intersection of a transversal T with parallel line L and M. Then we have to show that AP parallel to BQ. Now come to the figure. This is the figure. Here two lines are given L, M. These both lines are parallel to each other. For line L we are saying it is CD, and for line M we are saying it is EF. And there is a transversal T which bisect both line at the point A and at the point B. Okay. Now these two angles are alternate interior angles, angle CAB and angle ABF. This angle, angle CAB, is bisected by a line AP, and this angle, angle ABF, this is also bisected by a line BQ. And now we have to prove that this AP is parallel to BQ. Okay. So first of all, list out all the given things and what we have to prove. Here given that AP and BQ are bisector of angle CAB and angle ABF. Okay. L is parallel to M. We are saying L is parallel to M. It means that is CD is parallel to EF. Okay. And this T is a transversal. And what we have to prove? We have to prove that this AP is parallel to BQ. Okay. First of all, the thing which is given that AP and BQ are bisectors of angle CAB and angle ABF. We are going to use this thing and write down our conclusion here. Come to proof. In proof, first of all we are going to use that AP bisect angle what? Angle CAB. When AP bisect angle CAB, then angle CAP, this angle, and angle BAP, this angle, both are equal to each other. And because AP is a bisector of angle CAB, so both are equal to half of the angle CAB. As well as BQ is a bisector of angle ABF. Okay. It means angle ABQ, this angle, is equals to angle FBQ, this angle. And these both angles are equal to half of the angle ABF. This thing we are going to write here first of all. Since AP and BQ are bisector of angles CAB and angle ABF, therefore angle CAP is equals to angle BAP, and this is equals to half angle CAP. Okay, and angle ABQ is equals to angle FBQ is equals to half angle ABF. Okay, now we are going to use next thing. Next thing is what? This line L is parallel to your line M. If L is parallel to M, then this T is work as a transversal, and if T is work as a transversal, then this angle, angle CAB, and this angle, angle ABF, both are alternate interior angles, and we know that when lines are parallel, then alternate interior angles are equal. Okay, we are going to use this concept. Given that L is parallel to M, therefore by alternate interior angle, angle CAB is equals to angle ABF. Now, because earlier we have proved that half of the angle CAB is equals to this or this, half of the angle ABF is equals to this angle or this angle, so we are going to divide this equation by 2 on both sides. Now this angle CAB will become half of the angle CAB, and this angle ABF will become half of the angle ABF. And now we have to put the value of these angles. What is the value of angle? Half of the angle CAB, either angle CAP or angle BAP. We can write both. And what is the value of half of the angle ABF? Either angle ABQ or angle FBQ. We can write both here. But when we observe the figure, if we prove this angle is equals to this angle, means angle BAP, this angle equals to this angle means angle ABQ. So these both angles will become alternate angles for line AP and BQ, and alternate angles are only equal when lines are parallel, and then we can prove this question by using the statement. Okay, so in the place of half angle CAB, we are going to write angle BAP is equals to, in the place of half angle ABF, we are going to write angle ABQ. So here we got what? Angle BAP is equals to angle ABQ, and these both angles are alternate interior angles, and we know that alternate interior angles are only equal when lines are parallel. Here these angles are also alternate interior angles. Look here properly. These angles are also alternate interior angle, and they are only equal when lines are parallel. So AP is parallel to BQ. This is the complete proof of this question, and just I want to remind that this is a very important question. Okay, you have to prepare this question very properly. Now we are going to discuss next question from your NCERT exemplar book. Next question is what? In figure BA parallel ED, BC parallel EF, then we have to show that angle ABC is equals to angle DEF. This is a very good question, because in this question requirement of construction is very important. In any question that needs the construction portion, that questions are very important, because hint for construction will not be given in your question. You just have to look the question, think about the question, and then you have to decide it that there is a construction or not. Okay, this is the figure. From figure, the thing is given BA parallel ED. This BA is parallel to ED. These both lines are parallel. BC parallel EF. This BC is parallel to EF. Okay, BC parallel to EF. Second thing, we have to show that angle ABC, this angle is equals to angle DEF, this angle. Okay, for this purpose, first of all you have to write angle. What is thing is given? BA parallel ED, BC parallel EF. These two things are given. What we have to prove? Angle ABC is equals to angle DEF. Now the construction is what? We have to extend either FE और DE. दोनों में से हमें किसी एक साइड को बैक साइड एक्सटेंड करना पड़ेगा. Here we are going to extend DE up to point G, and G is the intersecting point of the ray BC. Okay, so construction is extend DE which intersect BC at G. Clear? Now if this BA is parallel to ED, then very easily we can say that BA is parallel to GD. There is no problem to say this. अगर कोई बड़ी लाइन किसी छोटी लाइन के पैरेलल है और हमने उस छोटी लाइन को थोड़ा एक्सटेंड कर दिया, तो पैरेललिटी दोनों के बीच में कभी भी ख़त्म नहीं होती है. ठीक है, दोनों पैरेलल तब भी रहेंगी, चाहे वो दोनों लाइंस बहुत छोटी हों, चाहे वो एक्सटेंड कर दी जाएं, लेकिन उनके बीच के जो पैरेलल का रूल है, मतलब उनके जो बीच की डिस्टेंस है, वो कभी भी कम ज़्यादा नहीं होती है, वो हमेशा मेंटेन रहती है. ओके, सो first of all in proof we have to write, since BA parallel to ED, this implies BA is parallel to GD. Clear? Now because these both lines are parallel, so this angle and this angle is work as a corresponding angle, and we know that in the case of parallel line corresponding angles are equal. So by corresponding angle, angle ABC, this angle is angle ABC is equals to this angle, and name of this angle is angle DGC. So angle ABC is equals to angle DGC. This is your equation number 1. Angle ABC is equals to angle DGC. Clear? Now from figure, this BC is parallel to EF. This thing is given. BC is parallel to EF. Okay, and if BC is parallel to EF, then part of BC means GC is also parallel to EF, and this line is work as a transversal. This line DG is work as a transversal, and so this angle means angle DGC and this angle means angle DEF. These both angles are again corresponding angles, and in the case of parallel line corresponding angles are equal. Clear? Write down this thing. Since BC parallel to EF implies GC parallel to EF, because GC is a part of BC. This GC is a part of BC. Okay, so by corresponding angle, this angle, angle DEF, and this angle, angle DGC, both are equal to each other. Angle DEF is equals to angle DGC, equation number 2. And now very easily from equation 1 and 2 we can conclude for our result. Look, in equation 1, angle ABC is equals to angle DGC. In equation 2, angle DEF is equals to angle DGC. In both equation, RHS is same, and if in any two equations RHS are equal, then their LHS must be equal, and LHS is from equation 1 and 2. LHS of equation 1 is angle ABC, and LHS of equation 2 is angle DEF. So angle ABC is equals to angle DEF. This is also very good question from your NCERT exemplar book. I am only taking good questions from your NCERT exemplar books. Okay. Now we are going to discuss next question from your NCERT exemplar book. Next question is, in figure BA parallel ED and BC parallel EF, then we have to show that angle ABC plus angle DEF is equals to 180 degree. Okay, proceed for it. Just look the figure first of all. Angle BA parallel ED, this is BA and this is parallel to ED. First thing, BC parallel EF, this is BC and this is parallel to EF. Okay, second thing. And third thing, we have to prove angle ABC. Where is angle ABC? Angle ABC means this angle, and angle DEF, angle DEF means this angle, is equals to what? 180 degree. We have to prove this thing. So you have to write first of all what thing is given: BA parallel ED, BC parallel EF. What you have to prove? Angle ABC plus angle DEF is equals to 180. And most important thing is construction of this question. मीन्स कि हम क्या कंस्ट्रक्शन करेंगे. अगर आपको किसी क्वेश्चन का कंस्ट्रक्शन नहीं समझ में आया, अगर उसमें है तो, हर क्वेश्चन में तो होता नहीं है कंस्ट्रक्शन, बट इफ देयर इज अ कंस्ट्रक्शन इन एनी क्वेश्चन एंड यू आर नॉट एबल टू अंडरस्टूड दैट कंस्ट्रक्शन, देन you are not able to do the question. So this is your prime responsibility, that you have to look the figure properly and understood all the things related to the figure. So what is the construction? We are going to produce this FE up to it intersect this AB at the point G. Okay, there is a construction: extend FE to intersect AB at G. I think there is a no doubt in construction portion also. Now we are going to solve our question. Here it is given that this BC is parallel to EF, and now we extended EF up to the point G. So we can say BC is parallel to GF also. And if BC is parallel to GF, then this AB is work as a transversal. And if AB is work as a transversal, then this angle, name of this angle is what? Angle BGF. And this angle, name of this angle is angle ABC. Both angle is on interior and on the same side of transversal. If two angles is on interior and same side of the transversal, then these angles are known as co-interior angles. And in the case of parallel lines, sum of the co-interior angle is what? 180 degree. We are going to write these all things here. BC parallel to EF, this implies BC parallel to GF. Therefore, by co-interior angle, angle ABC plus angle BGF is equals to 180 degree. But here we not have to prove this thing, that angle ABC plus angle DF is equals to 180, not कि angle ABC plus angle BGF is equals to 180. Means we have to apply some rules here, and by using that rules we have to equal angle BGF and angle DEF. Then we can replace in the place of angle BGF as a angle DEF, and your question will prove. Okay, so let's discuss in the figure this thing. Here this AB is parallel to this BA is parallel to ED. If BA is parallel to ED, then very easily we can write GB is also parallel to ED. I think there is no confusion in this thing, that GB is parallel to ED, and if GB is parallel to ED, then this GF is work as a transversal. This line GF is work as a transversal. Okay, and if it work as a transversal, then this angle means angle BGF and this angle DEF, these both angles are just looking like a corresponding angle, and you know it very well, when lines are parallel then corresponding angles are equal. I think there is no doubt. So now we are going to write this thing. Okay, since BA parallel ED, this implies GB is also parallel to ED. Therefore, by corresponding angles, angle BGF is equals to angle DEF. Now, this angle BGF is equals to angle DEF, and what is the meaning of this? Meaning of this is we can replace angle BGF by angle DEF now. And if we can replace these angles, so replace it from equation 1 and 2, write down it from equation 1 and 2, angle ABC plus in the place of angle BGF write down angle DEF is equals to 180 degree, and this thing you have to prove. So this is the complete solution of this question, and these all things all about for today's class. And I think in today's class you learn something new variety of the questions, new variety to tackle the questions, because all the three questions related to the provings. Sometimes you have to solve and find the particular value of the angle, but sometimes you have to prove anything given in the question, and proving is little bit standard method as comparison to find out the something, solve the something. So concentration on proving anything is more required as comparison to solve anything. So for the proving question you have to more concentrate. Okay, and from your NCERT exemplar book, here I am going to only take those questions who are looking like little bit standard. Means I am not going to take all the question from your NCERT exemplar book. So if you have NCERT exemplar book, it is very good, but if you are not having the NCERT exemplar book, I can give you the PDF of each and every chapter one by one, because I am having all the PDF of each and every chapter, so I can provide you from where you can solve the questions. In your NCERT exemplar book there are MCQs also, lot of the MCQs, and some very short type question, some short type question, and some long type question. Means all the different varieties you will get from your NCERT exemplar book. Okay, if you need it, you can ask for that.